I'm going to take my glasses off. My name is Germana Ravanelli, coming to you from Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. I'm in Tofino today. It's kind of beautiful here and balmy, a little bit chilly. This series of videos, it's training your body, your mind, and your spirit, how to create harmony. And it's in tribute to one of my teachers that I had when I was a very young woman, who was a master black belt. He had ninth dan black belt from Okinawa, Japan. And he would come in from Japan to grade the black belts. And he loved me. He was quite sweet to me. And he helped me see that I was powerful at 21. And I tell you, I sure didn't feel it. He said, health is harmonizing the body, the mind, and the spirit. When one is out of balance, we are out of balance. And I thought, balance? What the hell's that? All I knew was that I hurt and I was scared and I didn't feel like my life mattered much. And I sure didn't have much self-esteem. And I was basically in survival my whole life. And, he taught me, he influenced me. He even talked about angels. This man was a saint. He talked about angels. He was not like this, look at me, I'm some buffy dude. He was powerful. And I knew that I was in the presence of a real master. And so some of the things that I have integrated to in my own practice as I'm a personal trainer, I'm a nutritional therapist, I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, I do mediumship work, I do house clearing work, I do energy work, is because of what he said. I was like, if people hurt because they have body issues, how do you fix that? Mind issues, how do you help that? You have to understand yourself first. And then spirit, what is our spirit? Our spirit's amazing. And I'm not going to go like all over the place with it, but I'm going to tell you a few things. That your spirit is the part of you that's very intuitive, that you're like, oh, so-and-so is calling me right now. And you look and you're right. You're like, how did I know that? Your spirit. When you meet somebody and you go, I don't know why, but I feel like I know you. It's called deja vu. Your soul recognizes their soul. When you have a child or you have a partner, you have been with each other before. We don't come around here once. We do this over and over and over and over again. And our spirit is the most powerful part of us. And when we are here on Earth School, we have, James von Prague says, we have about the amount of our spirit that's in our body is our thumb, which is kind of weird. Because if we had it all, we would probably go crazy, because there's so much power available, and also memories of what we have done to each other in past lives and what was done to us. We couldn't deal with it. So what we do is we cross what's called is the river of forgetfulness when we incarnate. We pick our parents. I know I didn't want to hear that either. We pick our lessons. I didn't want to hear that either. And either we keep those agreements as we do this life, or we do not. But whatever we do not honor and move forward with, we get in the washout of the next one. And I'm not going to go there too far. When you take time to meditate, when you take time to be still and connect with something that is inside of you, that is greater than the mind, greater than the body, and is filled with love, that is your spirit. And your spirit is, I call it your built-in bullshit detector. It knows when people are lying to you. It knows when you're not safe. It knows when something is not good for you. And our spirit is part of the divine. And the more that you learn how to actually care for and nurture your relationship with your physical body and your mental body and your emotional body, the more powerful your spirit gets. Like, I've had people say to me, you're glowing. And it's really because my mind is not contaminated with all of this garbage, stinking thinking. I'm actually quiet in my mind so that my energy gets to go up. And then I just appreciate, my feet. I appreciate this day. I appreciate the fact that I get to have another day here on Earth School, and I've trained myself to receive what is here instead of thinking I need more. The mind robs us by saying we need more, we're not enough, we're not pretty enough, smart enough, fit enough, blah, 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 blah. And that is another video. When you learn how to not get hooked by that, and you just stay in a place of appreciation. Oh, I'm so grateful for my home. I'm so grateful for my bed. I'm so grateful for my skin. I'm so grateful for my eyes. I'm so grateful for my child. I'm so grateful that my car works. I'm so grateful that I have strong legs. I'm so grateful that I know how to use the computer. That's a big one for me. That builds your spiritual strength and stamina. When you take time to meditate and you actually get quiet, there's a couple of different meditations that for me have been so powerful. And I may share one, I'm not sure. But one of them is to increase your spiritual power. It's called sitting in the power. And it starts with you connecting with the part of your being that you know is where you hold your strength and your power, and expanding it 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 so it goes beyond your physical body to the earth, the people, the planet, the waterways, nature, humanity, and actually draws the love from the earth and begins to charge the cells. When someone learns to do something like that, I may add that to one of these videos at some point. You get very clear that your mind is not the running of the ship. The mind is just scanning, and you need to just use it about 20%. The body is your home, and the spirit is really your beacon for development, spiritual development, learning lessons, loving, forgiving, letting go. One of the people that I take information now from, she has this great saying, what if I let this go and trust? The ego doesn't know what to do with that. It's like, what? You're firing me? I'm not that important? And all of a sudden, trust means you're safe. That means you get to access your spiritual power. And I've got news for you. Your spirit is far more powerful than anything else you have. When you know how powerful you are as a spirit, you stop playing games and you stop giving other people permission to play games in front of you. I had someone the other day chatting away and being very kind and flattering, and you're very beautiful and your mind is very beautiful. And I was like, wow, thanks. That's probably the nicest thing you could ever say. And I said, one thing that's happened for me in my journey is that I know who I am. And I know why I'm here. I'm a healer. That's my journey. That's my purpose. That's why I went through all of these horrible life experiences, and I healed and went forward, healed and went forward. Keep carrying the torch, and then I give the torch to you if you want it. And I said, I know who I am. I know that I am powerful, and I'm not afraid of my power. That's spirit. That's not ego. My body's going to degenerate and die. Oh, bloody well. My mind, it might go first. Who knows? But I'm not going to squander the ability to love and be present and receive the joy that is here on planet Earth. We are here to receive. We are here to love, but we cannot do it if we haven't mastered the body, number one, the mind, number two. This is where most of our problems come from. And then the jewel at the end of that is your spirit, your spiritual health. When people are in recovery and they're talking about development and stuff, when people are always looking for more and never happy, we call that spiritual poverty. They think the happiness is going to come from another car or another sexual act or this or that. And that's spiritual poverty. That's trying to heal something by taping things to their body. And our spirit is a very powerful force that is part of you and me. And when you break it down, we are all interconnected, kind of like the ocean. And when we come here, we're like ice cubes. And then when we die, we melt back into the ocean. It's full of love. Years ago, I had a friend who passed away. And he passed away about a week before my birthday, and I was very upset. And I said, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm not coming back. And I knew he wasn't coming back. And he was one of my best friends, and he died. It was hard. He needed to go, and I just accepted that. Like, people go when they're supposed to go. It's not like a tragedy. We leave when we're supposed to go. So a couple of days later, ignore that. A couple of days later, I was at a session for Reiki. That was my dog. I'm sorry. I'm leaving this on. And I felt him in the room come up, and he was in the room, and the room went blood cold. and it was tingling. And he came and he kissed me on the cheek, and the practitioner could feel it as well. And I knew intuitively that that was his spirit. And he'd come in. And I went, we're all just angel dust. And we come here, we get these bodies, and we do this thing. And do we develop? Do we act silly? What do? We all make terrible mistakes. And then the question is can I let that go? Can I go, you did such a good job. I'm proud of you. I care about you. If you can do that, you are living a far better life than about 99% of the people on this planet. Most of the people think that their joy comes from getting more shit. And stuff doesn't make you happy. Learning how to be your own best friend, that makes you happy. Learning how to have compassion for yourself instead of everyone else, that makes you happy. Learning to take care of your most precious asset, your physical body, helps a lot. Learning how to manage the monkey mind, it's the only way out of prison. And then the gold, the spiritual development. So please forgive my dog and the noise. He's beautiful and he is here to help me receive love. And your pets are there to help you receive love. And the question is, can you be still long enough to let it in? That's the question. That's mastery. So I'm going to sign off from Vancouver Island. And I want to thank you for watching this video, and I apologize for the background noise that we just had. If you like this, please like, share, subscribe, share it with a friend. If you know someone that's hurting physically, mentally, spiritually, my whole channel is designed to bring you power to live your best life with real strategies that work, that are holistic, not chemicals by DuPont. We need to go back to nature. Thank you from Vancouver Island. Oh dear.